All right, it's time to sit back, relax, enjoy your bragging rights. You are back on the bandwagon with Rock and Rob.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket red glare of the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. So save us that star-spangled banner wave over the land of the free and the
Excuse me.
Thank you for your service, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rock.
Great way to start the podcast. It is Saturday, October 14th, 2017. Welcome back to the Band Wagon Podcast, where we have bragging rights 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Always, my name is Rock.
I'm Rob.
And with us, as always, once again, we've got father of twins, Jared Downing. Say hi, Jared.
Thank you, guys, for having me again.
Yes.
Hello.
Always good to have the trio
Yeah,
here
it really is.
here at Championship headquarters.
Yes.
Jared's kind of, what did we decide? 50% libtard. So,
He hasn't quite gone full, but
it was scary. Like I looked at Jared's page and I seen Colin Kaepernick and I was like, oh my God. What's wrong with Jared? Is he sick? Do we need to intervene? Do we need to take him to rehab or something? He's got
I like
Colin
freedom.
Kaepernick.
I love freedom.
I did see Colin Kaepernick on your page,
And
but
I love freedom, and I say anybody that wants to do what they're doing without hurting anybody else is fine by me.
All right.
okay, well,
They're not hurting nobody, and
I respect your right to have an opinion, your wrong opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
But it's all good. Rob, I was going to mention this earlier. You look like you've lost a few pounds, man. You've been working out?
Yeah, I actually started training again.
nice.
And I've been training at my house. Well, I built a garage. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, you know what? This is a neat garage, but let's turn it into a gym. And then like some people came over, and I thought like maybe like a few crappy people would come over.
Crappy people?
But instead, people that are actually, one guy's, a judo black belt and a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. He actually kind of like kicks
He knows
my
his
ass.
stuff, man.
Yeah, and he's starting to get in shape, so now his knee doesn't hurt. So now he's like smashing me. Whoa, this is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
But anyways, and then
He's getting better, so we gotta put that, music into it.
So you're working out in your garage now?
yeah, and then I go once in a while. I come to this town actually, Cedar Rapids, so I can actually get away. I have kids at home, so it's not like it's easy to, especially if a new baby, it's easy to get away. But I come.
New babies, yeah.
Yeah, so we got heavy metal.
Well, I'm wondering, can our viewers hear that? Do you think? Okay.
That's awesome. What is this?
Let's get him hyped up first.
Gotta get him hyped up.
What makes preference worth it? Luminous gold-defying color for up to 8 times.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was great. Good stuff.
All right, so
So,
You're welcome, everybody.
hey, it's a live podcast. Things happen, guys. You know, that's the way
I
it
feel like
goes.
Beavis all of a sudden. Dun, 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 dun. Anyways, then I come down here and I go to Down to Fight mixed martial arts, and
Oh.
Jared's gone with me
Yeah.
once, and we had a good
It's a
time
nice
there.
gym.
Everybody's trained together, and it's a nice facility. There's a sauna there. There's a boxing ring. There's a whole section for just grappling and
Nice.
sparring as a big group, and then there's a cage and great parking. I love that. One thing I really love is when I go somewhere in the city, because I'm a freaking hillbilly and I can't parallel park and do a bunch of crazy crap. So when I go somewhere and there's like awesome parking, I'm like, I'm
There's a
in.
lot of parking there. Yep.
Yeah, there's a lot of parking. Great parking.
We did get back there.
Do what?
We did get back to DTF one night this week.
Yeah, we need to get back there again so Jared can front kick me in the ribs and it'll hurt for a month. Anyways, yeah, so that's the good stuff. And actually, the owner's name is Derek Loffer. He's commented underneath this. If you are interested in doing some mixed martial arts stuff, get a hold of him. He's got the place.
Sounds like a nice place to get a workout in.
It really is. It's like one of the nicest places I've ever been to.
Awesome.
It's really accommodating. That's what I like. I go somewhere, I can park.
I hate when you go
Walk in,
somewhere.
there's someone at the front desk, and
And
you're
you-
not confused. Like, you know what's going on.
Yeah, parking is huge. I agree with that. I don't want to.
Everybody there was really nice and like talked to me. There was no like snubby stuff or anything like that. But anyways,
Well, you look great. You look like you've lost a few pounds. You
I
look
have
like
lost
a little more
a few
trim.
pounds,
Mm-hmm.
which is crazy because I was getting pretty fat there for a while.
Well, that'll happen.
Rocky started making fun of me, so I was like, you know what? I better do something. Or Rocky's really gonna make fun of me when I get really fat.
I just was trying to motivate you. That's all I was trying to do.
Yeah.
And it must have worked, I guess.
It must have worked because
Got
here
you
I
in
am.
there.
Rocky body shamed me, and I went and did something about it. That's how you do that. When someone body shames you, you go work out.
I'm digging the Yankee shirt today. They're still alive in the playoffs.
They are, and you know what?
Yeah.
They've won the title 27 times.
So that has lasting power for Band Wagon Nation.
It really does for me. Someone was like, well, now you have to like the Cubs. And I was just thinking, like, man, they've won it 3 times, but the Yankees won it 20. Any other sport, I wouldn't do this, but 27 times is so much more than everybody else that just kind of like, you know what? I'm just going to just go ahead and wear this Yankee shirt. Let me know when they're in the playoffs.
You've always got bragging rights.
I always do. It's always. I got Babe Ruth. I got Hank.
All the greats.
Who's Lou Gehrig?
Jarek Dieter.
There's a
Or,
freaking
yeah,
disease
that is
named
him.
after Lou Gehrig. That's how awesome he is.
Yeah,
A
he's pretty-
horrible disease, but there's one named after him.
That's pretty much the man. Hey, should we get right into our Mount Rushmore? It's a big one tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna do yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. Let's get into our Mount Rushmore segment. All right, the topic for tonight, or for today, I suppose we're in the middle of the day, is most tortured / neglected life forms by human beings. This is kind of complex, so here we go.
We got some tunage going here. Dun,
Yes.
dun, dun. Oh. Let's just skip the music before we end up with some more heavy metal.
Which wasn't that bad, actually.
It was
pretty
good
cool.
music.
Yeah, it was.
But I tell you what, we've got quite the list here compiled of the most tortured / neglected life forms by humans. And to start it off is one of Rob's nominees. We're going to go with grass.
Absolutely, and here's my reasoning for grass. I mean, this life form is definitely tortured by humans. I mean, we're talking about something that when it's natural, it kind of grows in wetlands. You know, where it's spread out amongst themselves, nice wet land. You know, regular grass. That's where it grows in kind of swampy areas. But we as humans have decided to put it in every one of our yards, and these things have to now fight with each other over that little drop of rain that hits the ground. They have to literally compete to live, and then they have to grow to get the sun's rays above the other ones. And then what do? We cut them in half every week. So they have to start all over again, over and over again, this poor grass. It's hard for me to talk about. I get choked up because, I mean, how much we torture grass.
But does grass actually feel anything?
Yeah.
Do you know? How do you know?
Feeling.
Does-
Do you know? How do you know? Just because it doesn't have eyeballs and a nose?
Grass does not have a central nervous system. which is what we know you need in order to actually feel things.
Boom.
But how do you know that for
That's
sure?
facts. Actually,
It's science. It's science.
yeah.
We know the anatomy of grass, and there is no central
Do you
nervous
know the
system.
anatomy of grass?
I do.
So you're saying they don't feel?
They don't.
Then why do they fight so hard to survive? I mean, they fight hard to survive.
They either die or they do live. They
But
live or
still,
die.
Yeah, live or
nonetheless, each week we cut this life form and make it start
Doesn't
all
feel
over
nothing,
again.
Though, it
Maybe it
have no
doesn't
feeling.
feel it. Maybe it doesn't feel it, but maybe it doesn't feel it physically, but internally.
You ever think about
It
maybe?
feels it.
You ever think about maybe they want to get cut in half?
Ooh.
Like-
Why would they want to?
Because if
They
they
don't want
start.
to grow out of control. 'Cause
Right.
then
Yeah, but that one stronger strand of grass could grow taller than the others and have more of a base to suck in more
But it
carbon
needs more water, though.
into.
It needs more water. Than
You're right, but it'll take over all the rest of the water and kill all the other
it
grass
might
around
not
it.
get all the rest of the water, and then it's gonna be all.
Then
messed
it's
up and
going to die, and another one's going to come up.
Well, so
That
we cut
poor
it all,
piece of
so
grass.
we're being nice and cutting it all in half. and
Okay,
it all
okay,
live
we'll-
and all survive.
Okay.
Well,
It's grass.
Needless to say, it's going on the list to start off anyway. 'cause
Starting
it's our
off
first
on the
one.
list, blades of grass.
We'll see where they end up. But right now, blades
No
of
one
grass.
wants to stick up for the grass. Okay, let's go on here.
Next, we've got farm animals.
Now, this one, I personally agree that should be on the list. When you think of farm animals,
They're born to die.
they're born to die. They're
They
born
are.
to die. They're stuck in a lot of them. If you're talking like cows, they will graze out in acres of fields or whatever.
Sure.
Maybe.
But they're
Maybe.
born in a cage.
They're-
Correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
mean, it's a huge cage that goes like 27 acres or something, but it's a cage. But then let's talk about other farm animals, like chickens that are born in basically a little box. They live in a box, they stay in that box, or they're thrown in a dark, big, giant building, kind of like the size of my garage, and they're just sitting there, and then
and that's their life.
that's their
and
life.
they wait till they're fully matured, and then they're killed, and we eat them.
A lot of them have different kinds of infections in them, like staph, and they basically live a crappy life, and then we cut their heads off in the end.
Yep.
Farm animals
Actually,
do
a
have it.
machine does it now. It scoops them
They have
up
a
and cuts their heads
Horrible
off.
life. And even with pigs and cows,
Pigs are just the same.
they put them in little bins at times. Like I've been off all over the Midwest, and there's times where it's like thousands of cows all in mud.
Yeah, you're right,
Like,
and I've seen
it's
that
bent
too.
up,
you
you
see
know?
that a lot when you go
All piled
like,
on
to
top of each
Nebraska
other.
and places.
Yep. Yeah, they're
And
all
yet-
next to each other. It's
all
like
right next to
thousands
each
of
other,
them.
just
There's
thousands
no
of them.
grass. There ain't no grass at all.
Because they've
It's
ate it
mud
down
and
to
shit.
nothing. Yeah, so I mean, it's not fun to be a wild animal. They can't go where they want to. They can't do what they want. But people think that people will sit there and complain about trophy animals. Well, we'll get into that.
We do have trophy hunted creatures, trophy animals on the list, such as lions, giraffes, majestic looking creatures that somehow have more value than
And right-
other creatures because they're majestic looking. You know what I mean?
Whatever
Yeah.
that means.
Yeah, and I mean they live free.
Mostly, yeah, you got it. Except, yeah, they do live free.
They do live
Yeah,
free.
You're
I mean,
right.
if they stay in the refuge, they aren't going to get shot. But if they leave that, then they go in the hunting area. They're going to get shot. But nonetheless, until something hunts them, like a person or a predator,
Predator, yeah.
they live free, and
do
they
what
get
they
to do
want.
whatever they want
Yep.
until they die. I would rather be them than be a cow who lives.
I
almost,
agree.
a bull cow lives his full life, but he's stuck in a cage.
This is true.
But is that bad? I mean,
Certain
he gets all the
bulls
women
are
brought right to
awesome.
him,
Yeah, like
and the food.
But at the
good
same
for
time,
women, that's a good life.
what, being a bull?
Yeah.
So let's
You
think
get
about
all the
this.
women, all of them.
Let's think about this.
All
You got
the food and women you want.
a lion or any other kind of trophy hunted creature. They're free, yes, but they have to work really hard to survive. Now,
I'd
the
rather
farm animals, on the other hand, they aren't free, but they have everything provided for them.
Yeah,
So-
but they're born just
Yeah.
to die
So-
in
but-
like a year or
but
two.
this
It's
is
like
about-
it's like freedom versus socialism.
This is about which ones are more tortured by humans. Now, is that lion tortured by us? He's tortured by what he has to deal with. That's
Good point.
his problem.
And-
We don't create
and
that
he
problem.
might be tortured by us one day, and then he's done.
And it's going to be a quick one because they're going
Yeah.
to shoot him and he's going to die. Now, when you look at a cow, I mean, we're going to feed him so full. I bet they don't feel good all the time being completely full and have green poop coming out of them or whatever the heck.
They probably feel great. They're getting all their needs met.
You're
They're
right.
not- they never go hungry.
Maybe being a farm animal ain't so bad. I mean, at the end, then you die.
Well, right now, farm animals are still on there.
Yep,
And
and
we
so are
also,
trophy
yeah,
animals.
we have to keep trophy animals until we get 5 on the list.
I guess we'll have to move on to the next group.
All right, here we go. Next one, let's go with food hunted creatures like deer, elk. You know, not the trophy hunted.
Well,
I would say
Deer.
they're not being tortured.
I'd beg to differ. I mean,
to be hunted and shot. I mean, that'd be pretty freaky if I have a bunch of freaking men just who are.
And not to
waiting
mention,
in-
a lot of those deers live in areas where things have, you know, their environment has been completely changed by people building houses and stuff in a
Exactly.
big giant garage over right in the middle of their habitat.
that's torture, isn't it? You're kind of taking their home
taking
away.
their land, taking their home
Yeah.
away, kicking them out. Get
That's
out of
right.
here, deer, you stinky deer. Move it.
Then
Just like we did to the Native Americans, right?
exactly.
Same thing.
That's what I was
Just
thinking. That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking.
So we're doing it to the animals now. So
So we got to put them on there because we're taking their habitat.
And
We're
then
taking their
forcing them
habitat.
off.
yep. So we're kind of
We're making their area really tiny, and then we go there and hunt them
and then we shoot them
Yep.
with an arrow.
or a bullet.
Just think of the arrow. You know, if you miss, you got to chase them. I mean, they live for hours, maybe even a whole night.
That's torture.
That is
That is
torture.
torture.
That seems brutal.
Or we hit them with
slow
our
death.
cars. Boom.
We hit them with a car, and they might run off. You know, with a broken leg, and then finally die.
Yep. That's
Man, it
Terrible.
sucks to be a deer.
Terrible. Plus, did they get?
And then not only that, people eat them, and it's always every time I see someone that eats them, they're always like, "Oh, I don't feel good." They're always whining about their health. It's like, you know, you're eating a freaking animal that doesn't ever clean itself. It's loaded of ticks
I
and
have
stuff.
ate a lot of deer and never got sick.
Not yet,
Yeah.
anyways.
I like venison. It tastes
Did
pretty
you
good.
know? Did you know that that's one of the leading causes of gout is deer?
I've not got
Deer
got
is
yet.
the leading cause of gout.
Research. Let's get a
What?
producer on. Yeah.
That's a gator fact if
no,
I've
it's,
ever heard
it's
one.
one.
Oh my
I
gosh.
said one of
Gator
the
fact.
leading causes.
No, you said it is the leading
No, I
cause.
said one. We can back it up.
So you're
One-
telling me I eat deer? If I eat deer on a regular
You're
basis,
taking
I'm-
a risk because they have wasting disease. They have all sorts of diseases in them. They have deer ticks on them. All sorts of deer is one of the most filthiest animals in the forest.
What? I'm not sure. I believe
They
this.
don't
This is
clean
gator fact.
themselves. If you research that, the most deer are not a clean animal. If I don't know how to
I'm sure
research
that they're not.
that,
Yeah.
they're not. They never
I can
clean
believe that.
themselves.
But like, what about
So
raccoons?
so how are they cleaner? How are they more dirty than a rabbit?
Rabbits
Because
clean themselves?
rabbits lick themselves, clean
What
themselves.
about a squirrel?
They also lick themselves and
Raccoons?
stuff. Raccoons clean themselves.
So all these
Do we
animals
eat
lick
the- I
themselves.
don't eat a
What about-
raccoon.
what
What
about
the
in
hell? I
New
don't
York?
I don't eat a raccoon. Everybody eats freaking deer and they think it's more healthy than a cow.
No,
It's
you
not.
said they're the dirtiest woods animal.
They
What
are.
about a New York raccoon?
A what?
A raccoon that's out of New York
Yeah,
City.
an urban raccoon.
An urban raccoon.
That's
New York
not in
City.
the forest. I said the animal in the
Yeah,
forest.
okay, he did
It's
say
the jungle. It's the.
that. It's
The
an
concrete
urban jungle.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking about the concrete jungle. I'm talking about the
Okay.
forest.
All right. Fair
Well,
enough.
And deer is one of the dirtiest
All right,
animals in the
okay.
forest. That's a known fact. You know, like I read somewhere that Native Americans didn't really eat a lot of deer.
Well, I can go ahead and just shoot down this argument right now. I've eaten deer before, and I don't have gout.
A lot of deer.
Not yet.
A bunch of.
eaten-
I've eaten
Not
a
yet.
lot of deer. Deer's
until
good.
it happens. Until
Deer
it happens.
sticks, deer jerky, deer
Till-
steaks.
Till you eat one that's bad.
Deer sticks, man.
They're all dirty. They're the dirtiest animals in the
Yeah,
woods.
but you get one of
Pigs-
wasting disease and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
look at pigs.
don't
It's a
sweat.
huge risk.
Pigs don't even sweat. Like, they just have this nastiness, and boy, it ain't gonna stop me from eating
And we just
bacon.
talked about farm animals that live in their own feces. You're telling me they're cleaner than the deer out in the
Well, they
woods?
take
Yeah.
antibiotics.
Oh, jeez.
They take
Oh,
antibiotics so
every
they don't get
last-
sick.
Every 1,000 one of those cows.
Yeah, because it's in their food.
Well, maybe.
Support your
All right.
local beef farmer and buy
I ha-
beef.
I have,
That's me.
All right, we've got some answers here. Hold on.
I have 8 gout-causing foods.
Okay, what do we
Ready?
got?
Top 8.
Can,
We have
first, can our viewers hear you?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. First, we have scallops.
Scallops, okay.
Okay. We have herring,
Herring, so seafood so far.
beer,
Beer causes gout. I should have it by now.
Red meat in general, huh?
red meat,
Except for cows. Support your local beef farmer.
Red-
turkey,
Turkey, okay.
sugary drinks,
Okay.
asparagus,
Ooh.
Nowhere do we hear deer yet.
liver.
Ew.
There you go.
No deer. No deer whatsoever.
If you look it up,
He's at the
they
top.
cause it. It's a
Hey.
red meat, is it not? He said red meat.
I don't think it's red, is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
red,
So
yeah.
it's deer. That's deer's included in that. But probably not cows because they take antibiotics in their food.
So when they say red meat, they mean deer, is what you're saying.
Yeah. They didn't put.
Look at
venison
this
in
guy.
their
This
red
guy
meat.
says I don't hunt. Are you kidding me? Come on.
You don't
dude.
know your stuff. Doug is right.
doesn't-
Doug knows what he's talking
Doug
about.
doesn't know where I live or anything
knows-
about
he
me.
knows
He's just
all
like,
about
Robert,
you.
don't hunt.
But
I don't know.
he knows you don't know your stuff about deer.
I know my stuff about deer. My freezer's full of deer. I'm just trolling.
Yeah,
I
you
walk
do.
out my back door and shoot a deer if I want
I
to.
don't know,
I live
man.
out in the middle of the woods.
So deer.
Most
is
of
good
my
now,
food.
right?
Well, it's
So good on
okay.
deer?
I'm just saying that it can cause some problems if you don't be careful.
Like what's like what?
Gout. Just because he didn't find it on there.
I
All right.
don't know.
It was a big list.
Dude,
you said it was the biggest
we
cause of
Googled
gout.
it.
You know,
All right, so maybe it's a gator
top.
fact.
it's not even up there. Not even mentioned. And he's still trying to defend it.
Scallops. The scallops are
And what's
good.
funniest is I'll go home and eat a deer steak because it really does sound good right now. I got some deer
That
steak
dirty
left from
animal.
last year.
How did we get on this gout topic
I
anyway?
don't know. I just
Damn
love doing
deers.
it.
Anyway, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the Rushmore. Let's go to number 5 here. Caged pets are tortured, like caged birds, guinea pigs, hamsters.
Yeah,
Pit
I would
bulls
say
that
so.
Are caged up.
Pit bulls that are caged up, yes. Any dog that's
Any
caged up
big
all the
dog
time.
especially any dog that needs a lot of exercise, which is most dogs.
Right.
If you cage them
And they're
up
tied up to
and
to a tree or something.
I mean, for a long period of times. And now, of course, you have to put a dog in a cage if it's gonna eat up your house. You know what I mean, but like
Sure.
for a long period of time, like and don't get no exercise at all. That's just, I think that's torture for sure.
Yeah, any kind of caged animal, I think,
Birds.
is tortured. Yeah,
Yeah.
these
Guinea
birds in a
pigs,
cage, guinea
mice.
pigs, they have a very limited world where they have
I wouldn't say
walls
most,
on all 4 sides.
Not all dogs are tortured, but you
No,
could
no.
say that all hamsters are.
Yeah. I would agree with that.
You get them a wheel, and they're good to go, right?
And guinea pigs are
Yeah,
like
just give them a wheel. They're fine.
Exercise.
and guinea pigs are like 3 times the size of a hamster.
Yeah,
so
they put them in a tiny cage.
Oh yeah, guinea pigs.
Yeah,
are-
exactly.
Maybe they can turn around, maybe not. Who cares? They can get that little water thing and suck down some water out of it.
Yeah, they're so I don't know. I consider that to be a certain level of torture.
Yeah,
what,
you're
what do you
right.
think?
Yeah.
But I think also
Do you,
na-
do you
Go
think
ahead.
they're more tortured than deer? I don't think so.
more. Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do
they're
think they're more
trapped.
tortured than
trapped in-
deer.
they're
I
trapped.
mean, I don't think deer are more tortured than them. I meant
No, deer are free, much like
because I hunt and deer thrive in the fact that we're there planting mulberry trees and stuff like that. I mean, they eat all that shit.
they do. They do. But
Guinea pigs.
But then one day
And
I
they
walk,
also
walk
cause
through my
gout.
back door and just shoot one. Wait, I never do that. I always hunt in a tree stand.
maybe mulberries are linked. Maybe mulberries are somehow linked to gout since deer eat a lot of mulberries, perhaps.
Maybe. Okay, guys. I'm just gonna say that was a gator fact.
He
I
admits
don't
it.
know if
He
deer give
caves.
people gout. I've been talking about gout a lot lately.
But
I just
buy
like saying
beef
the
though,
word.
Right? Buy beef.
I
off your
wanted to
local
say
store.
gout today, and I got to
Farmer.
say gout.
We got to say
love the
gout
word.
many times, actually.
It's awesome. Gout. It's a fun word.
Out now, brown gout.
we are now,
Brown gout.
we're now at the point where we can start eliminating people, animals off this Rushmore here.
So let's.
So
talk deer.
grass? Do we take grass off?
Well, we have 5. We from this point forward,
Okay.
if we want to add a new person or a
Right.
new life form, then we have to eliminate one. So we'll go with the next one, which is zoo animals. Zoo animals are considered to be caged.
Okay,
Yep.
but here's why I think zoo animals got it made. People come over and stare at them. They get plenty of attention. They're like, yeah, everybody loves
You're
me.
awesome.
I'm gonna live on through the ages. They're sitting there. Everybody likes a zoo animal. They're famous. Look at Harambe. He was famous. He's gonna live on through the ages.
Harambe's name will live on through
And
the
they
ages.
get the food brought to them. They get food brought to them. The food gets brought to them.
Yeah,
know, man.
so they
They
give
don't
up
have to
their
do
freedom.
anything.
They give up their freedom in exchange for complete
Well,
security.
what's any difference between
don't want that.
humans? There's a
Well-
lot of humans who they're like, I got some food stamps. I'm gonna give up my freedom. Now the DHS is coming to my house all the time, checking on my crap.
Yeah, but that
So I
was their
get that
choice.
free. I get that
That's
free
their
meal.
choice.
So
Zoo
you
animals don't even have a choice.
Well, they're not smart enough to have a choice. We have to make it for them.
so you got these tigers and lions that are supposed to be, outrunning many miles per day.
Do you think they would if the food was always there? Like I thought I seen on TV that they wouldn't even leave like a football field length of anything as long as people kept feeding them
That's a
out in the
gator
wild.
fact. That's definitely a gator fact.
I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, you're making this up. I love your gator fact, by the way.
I
But,
They
just
are the
made that
best.
up. It sounds real though.
but I'll agree that zoo animals definitely are not tortured more than caged pets.
No.
But I will say that they are probably tortured more than grass? What do you think?
Oh man, torture more than grass. Think about grass.
We did
As
talk
it's
about
growing,
grass.
it's cut in half.
Yeah, it's true.
Zoo animals beat.
Think of, how many of these animals get cut in half
Plankton.
and then have to grow that stuff back? Never.
I
Okay, I'll say.
I got nothing on the grass thing. I really don't.
So you think zoo animals are more tortured than grass?
yes,
For sure,
because I
without
don't think
doubt.
grass can feel anything.
So
But
They don't
do you
even
have
matter.
to feel something? Do zoo animals feel anything? Are they
Yeah.
like, ow,
Yeah.
ow, I'm
They
stuck in here,
definitely-
ow.
They have central nervous systems. They're sentient beings.
But
of
are
course.
we in there beating on these zoo animals? Is there somebody in
Probably.
there beating on them?
at times maybe.
They're just feeding them and letting them get fat and sit in a cage.
Same thing with like somebody who's in prison right now. You know, they get fed, but they're in a cage.
So-
I would consider that a level of torture.
You would consider that torture?
No, they might.
A degree of torture, yes. I don't consider it like
Deserve
waterboarding
it.
or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
well then, okay, so they don't actually feel any pain,
They
but
might.
they're in a cage.
Emotional, mental pain.
Okay,
Yeah.
what about the grass?
They
They
feel
don't feel
nothing.
it.
They feel nothing. I can't believe we're having this conversation.
They're getting cut in half.
Oh, geez.
I don't know. Okay, let's move on. Let's kick grass off.
All right.
Okay,
I'm
grass
okay.
is gone.
Grass is gone.
And
I tried grass.
Goodbye, grass.
I tried.
Hello,
Let's stand up
zoo
with my sign,
animals.
save the grass.
Okay, zoo animals is in, grass is out. Do we need to go to your next one that you gave me? Root vegetables such as
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, here we
Now
go.
let's think about this for a second. Even though they don't feel, they don't think. A carrot is plucked out of the ground,
Yeah.
then thrown in your refrigerator. It's still alive. It's in your refrigerator, slowly dying,
Slowly going bad, I
Slowly,
suppose.
yeah.
It doesn't-
going bad, dying.
But getting back to the
You-
fact
use
of
use
they don't
use
feel
the right
nothing.
terminology, Rock. They're dying.
They
The
don't
carrot is
feel
dying.
anything, though. It
That
doesn't
poor
feel
carrot.
it.
Who cares if they
You
feel it? They're
more
still
about the
dying.
carrot than the carrot feels about itself.
Who I know because I'm human. I gotta feel sorry for things. That's what we
Yeah.
do. Anyways, and I feel more sorry for the carrot than any other thing on this list. I guarantee it.
So you have more sympathy for the carrot than you do the farm animals, the trophy animals.
Absolutely, that poor carrot.
Even though the carrot does not feel in the same way that the grass does not feel.
Absolutely.
Oh, geez, here we go.
Yeah.
Because its being its life is being snuffed out of the
Yep.
ground.
And what kind of life is it living, being stuck in the ground?
It is growing. It is growing. It is getting prosperous. It's sucking in
Thriving
water.
there.
It's
just thrive
absorbing.
in the refrigerator.
But won't
It's
it?
absorbing nutrients and minerals to help it
But-
get better.
But after a while, if you just leave it in the ground, won't it die anyway?
Well,
So you're
yeah.
taking it
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, because here's another thing. We bring it to an environment that it's not used to in the Midwest, and we grow this poor carrot in the ground, and this
I don't know about
defenseless
this.
carrot grows.
Oh my gosh.
And everybody
Everybody.
just plucks it out of the ground, and they chew on it while it's still alive. They're like, they're just biting in
But
this
aren't we
carrot.
doing the carrot
Man,
a favor by,
Vegans are evil.
by taking it out of the ground
Vegetarians are evil.
before it has the chance to die in the ground? We're taking it out of the ground and putting it
And then
into
killing it.
and putting it into an environment, aka the refrigerator, where it can live longer.
Yeah.
But
Right,
but-
right.
But
That is
it's
true.
not getting the nutrients and minerals from the earth, so it's starting to dry out.
But it's going to start to die. It's going to
It's
start to die in
dehydrating.
the earth.
Think about when you're dehydrating, when you're cutting
sucks.
weight.
Yeah.
It's dehydrating.
Dehydrating sucks.
The
I'd rather
carrot
just
is
die
dehydrating.
in the
That poor.
ground.
Oh my god! That poor.
The carrot
that
doesn't feel
poor
nothing, so it
carrot.
doesn't matter.
That carrot. How can people be
The
so
carrot
cruel
doesn't
about
feel
this poor
anything.
carrot?
But the carrot does not feel nothing, so why do
What's
we even
going
care?
on here? What are we doing?
This carrot.
I don't agree
Jim-
with carrot going on the board.
I'm going to go back to the point that
You
carrots
agree with
don't
carrot going
feel.
on the board?
I do not.
So you guys are basically saying you have to have eyes and a nose,
You have to
and
have feelings.
furry
You have to
ears
feel
and
something.
stuff, and to not be tortured.
You have to-
We're talking this. I'm talking about whether they feel or not. They're pretty tortured. Let me give you a timeline, an analogy here.
Whoa, we got timelines
The carrot is
Timelines of
grown
carrots?
in the ground competitively against other carrots, fighting for water, fighting for minerals.
They're always fighting.
out of the earth, and then some guy comes along and just plucks it out of the ground. He throws it in his fridge for a week. It's not getting any more minerals, it's not getting any more water. And then somebody grabs it, washes it up, teases it with water, and then bites into it and starts chomping it until there's nothing left. And that's that's the life of a carrot. And you're trying to tell me that thing isn't torture.
I'm in. Let's put carrots on the list. All right.
Mr. George Washington.
I'll give
Come
up.
on.
I'll give up the trophy animals. How's that sound?
Yeah, give up trophy
All right.
animals. 'Cause
Carrots, you're in.
You all should see how many crying emojis are going across the screen
With Rob's commentary.
as Rob tells about the hardships of carrots.
it's
awesome.
it's
So
a hard
sad.
life to be a carrot.
It really
Doug
is.
is
You have
calling
just
you
convinced
out
me.
big time, dude.
Yeah, I know. He can keep calling me out.
He's calling you out big time. He
Says
you
Rob
never hunted.
has no garden.
No
LOL.
garden?
You're right.
Oh.
I don't have a garden because I would never, ever do that to a plant.
You have a heart, not a
I have
garden.
a heart. I might have a freezer full of frickin' steaks
He
and
says
deer,
you
but at
don't
least
even hunt.
at least them deer got to run away from me.
When
Oh
did you
my
hunt
God.
last?
Them deer had a chance to run from me when I started shooting at them. The carrot can go nowhere. It's just stuck right
CJ's
there.
on your side here. He says CLM,
All right, thank
Carrot
you,
Lives
CJ.
Matter.
You know
Heck
what's
yeah.
going on.
Carrot Lives Matter. That's
Carrot,
right.
carrot lives matter. I'm going to protest right after this. We gotta save them carrots.
Make some signs go
Damn
downtown.
vegans. I hate
I'm
all
gonna
vegans.
block like harvesters that are going
So-
to get carrots
so-
on the road. I'm just gonna block them.
So are you anti-vegan then? Do you think vegans are actually causing more harm than people who hunt
Yeah,
for
I'm anti-vegetarian. I think vegetarians are evil.
because they hurt the poor carrots.
They
right?
hurt a defenseless living
majestic vegetable.
what would we say, life forms?
Oh,
It's a life form.
It is a life form, I
It is.
suppose.
It's
yeah.
a life form that can't run away.
Yeah, it is defenseless. You're right.
It's completely defenseless.
They
Completely.
grow them like they put them in all these like bins and just grow them and grow 'em.
Yeah, and they grow them. Now, a deer can run away. A deer, I shoot at it, I miss. That deer lives another day. The carrot, his day is done in October. He's out. Maybe before that, maybe July. Depends on when he started the whole thing. Started the whole death
You're
march.
making some good sense here, man. I tell you what, they are sitting ducks. The deer has a fighting chance. It could flee. It
Yeah.
can run.
So does a
it could
trophy
use its
animal.
hooves.
So
yeah,
Let's
good
think
point.
about a
Good
trophy
point.
animal. He gets remembered forever. You shoot a lion, you stick his head up on the wall. I mean, he's there forever. Everybody's always going to come and go, whoa, a lion. How
That's
awesome
true.
is him?
And
He
think
would-
about Cecil the lion. Everybody knows Cecil the lion.
everybody knows
His
the
name
lion.
lives in for the ages.
Yeah,
Yep.
so does every
Harambe, all
lion
that.
lives on
Harambe.
through the
Harambe.
ages. But a carrot turns into poop that goes into a sewer. I mean, let's
That
think
sucks.
about that.
So when you say
Unless you're a poop hoarder.
carrots, you mean all vegetables, right? By your carrots, you mean all vegetables, right?
I'm talking all rooted.
All root vegetables,
All root
like
vegetables.
carrots, onions, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, the ones
Yeah.
that grow in the ground.
In the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because let's be honest. I love tomatoes. Fuck them.
Yeah,
Tomatoes, apples, just like that. Hell yeah, I eat those
Apples.
up.
Fuck that.
we're not worried about tomatoes'
I don't
feelings.
feel like they're tortured at all. I like to
Yeah,
eat that stuff.
they get to grow on a big tree. to
Yeah,
sit
and then the
there.
tree stays alive. We're actually helping clean the tree off. They might be the most helped live
Yeah, the
life
tree's
form.
probably like, get the goddamn apples off me.
You know, wants to shake them off like fleas. You know,
which brings us which brings us to another nominee on the list, which is actually trees. Trees get not cut in half. Trees get cut down and then mutilated right after they're done and turned into products. What do you think about that?
I think that is horrible. That's a
that's pretty
horrible way
bad.
to go. They get cut down and like you think about the stumps, how they get rid of the stumps. 'Cause I had a stump.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
that big tree that was in the middle of my driveway and we cut it down. This
Yep.
guy came over and frickin' dug into it, some kind of stump thingy, and it looked like it was horrible to get rid of all the
De-stumper?
root. Yeah, de-stumper, and they cut up all the roots and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That looks like a torturous death.
Sometimes they just put a big hole in it.
I would definitely say they're more tortured than a trophy animal. They have no way to run. Again, we have no running away.
They
No
blow
possible.
them up too, so that'd be bad.
The trophy animals, CJ in our feed here has just made a good point that's kind of making me think we need to put trophy animals back on the list.
Why is that?
Says Harambe was a vegetarian and unable to run away when a single rifle shot took his life. He's in a cage. He can't run anywhere.
but he
And
was a zoo animal, not a trophy.
oh yeah, zoo animals.
He's a zoo animal. So
Zoo animals are still on the list. So
Zoo
CJ,
animals-
yeah, we're good.
You're
We're good
right.
there.
Zoo animal and farm animals have no way of getting away. So actually, when somebody complains about trophy hunting and yet they still eat a chicken sandwich while they're eating a chicken sandwich, like I can't believe people kill lions. like you're a coward. You're eating a freaking chicken
Caged up. If they
that's
run
caged
off,
up.
you go track them down.
You don't even watch it die. At least the hunter goes
They're a
out.
slave.
At least the trophy hunter goes out and does the frickin' 5-mile hikes to find these animals, then shoots them, then has to drag them back to civilization, and then stick their head on the wall. You sit there and eat a chicken sandwich that
was a slave.
was
It's
basically a
slave.
slave and had nowhere to run. A machine grabs the chickens now. It's not even a person. A machine goes up and scoops them up,
Yeah, specifically designed to scoop them up.
Yeah, to scoop up
yeah.
chickens. It's kind of freaky.
That's made all
More
by
efficient.
humans.
More efficient.
More efficient killing machine.
I like
They're not
it.
even killed by it. There's not even a interaction between human and animal anymore. Just a freaking machine scoops them up. A machine kills them.
So what do we want to put trees on the list?
I kind of do, yeah.
We,
We can
okay,
put
so
tree
who
on the
do
list.
we want to get rid of? The zoo animals, who I strongly think we should keep on the list.
I'm going to keep zoo animals.
Farm animals. Of
Keep-
course, we still have carrots on the list.
I'm keeping carrots.
Food, hunted creatures like
Hunted
deer.
creatures.
yeah, get rid of the hunted creatures.
right,
I mean,
okay.
at least they can run away.
And then here,
They got a chance to run away.
see you later, deer. Hello, trees.
We
Trees
are becoming very tree huggerish. We have zoo animals, carrots, trees.
That is true. Are we starting to sound like libtards right
yeah,
now?
I think we're becoming over here
Sound
really
like-
quickly.
We love nature, is all, you know?
We love nature and carrots.
We hug trees.
We don't eat. I'm like, I don't know. I'm like in between a libtard and a conservatard, if there's one.
Well, do you want me to go bring up the next one that was your favorite one that you brought up to me today?
Okay. Let's do that.
Pubic crabs.
Pubic crabs. Now let's talk about pubic crabs. I mean, people
Talk
have.
about it.
Here we
mean-
go. Let's talk about it.
If I mean, our producer here, he could look it up, but crabs are going in danger. They're going extinct because everybody's shaving their balls. So now there's like hardly any crabs left anymore.
How do you know everybody's shaving their balls?
Well, a lot of people are enough to make them in danger.
How do we know this? If you looked at a lot of balls, Rob.
Okay, like women are shaving their stuff down there, you know, and you know that's happening. Nobody wants that.
Nobody. Not one
Nobody
person.
wants freaking buckwheat in a triangle chokehold when they go down
I
there.
put a little bit of hair down there. You know, just
A little bit's fine, but that ain't enough for a pubic crab to survive. You
Fair
don't care.
enough.
Nobody cares about
So-
pubic
so
crabs.
what you're
Nobody
saying-
thinks about them. What about them poor pubic crabs?
So what you're saying is the pubic crab, since it's a new trend for people to shave their privates, that now they're deprived of their environment to survive. And so therefore
Yeah, pretty much.
they're being tortured because we're taking away their habitat.
We have basically taken away their
There's a
habitat. So
reason,
everybody
though.
stop shaving your balls.
It's like cutting it's like cutting down
Save
the rainforest.
crabs.
Yeah, but they are a.
Someone
nuisance,
hashtag
though,
that.
man.
Save the pubic crabs.
Yeah, that's a matter of perspective, though, Jared. They're a nuisance to you, but maybe not to themselves. I mean,
That's
we might
themselves,
be a
but-
nuisance to other creatures, but
Big time.
So what
Yeah.
do we put pubic crabs on the list? I'm
don't
saying no.
I'm
I
saying
don't know.
no too. I mean, it's
I say
not.
no.
I don't know if we're not really torturing them. We're just taking away their environment. But it's enough to mention them poor pubic crabs. They're an endangered species.
I
mean,
agree with that.
we're worried about black rhinos, and we never talk about them poor pubic crabs that are going
I
extinct.
Because they're
agree.
not majestic creatures.
Polar
Yeah.
bears are going extinct. Oh, what about the polar bears? What about the pubic crabs? What's
Yeah.
wrong with what's the deal?
Well,
I agree.
Save them pubic crabs.
well, perhaps they could find the new habitat.
Yeah, like maybe like when there's child molesters or something, we put them in prison and make them grow ball hair, and we're like, all right, throw
Oh,
crabs on
yeah.
them. Yeah, save these
That's a
crabs.
great idea. Holy crap.
Man, I bet you a lot of people out there would support that
That's
idea.
a genius idea.
It is all
Can you
right
imagine itching all the time?
because we
for the rest of your
can't
life?
lose that majestic
Constant
creature, the
itching.
pubic crab.
Yeah, they are majestic.
They are
indeed.
very majestic.
Any sea life with pinchers are pretty majestic.
Yeah,
right?
anything like that.
Okay, well let's move on
move
from
on.
pubic crabs. What we're gonna go to now is whales and dolphins that live in places like SeaWorld.
I agree to
They're kind of
They're-
they're
Wouldn't that
on
be
it.
technically a zoo animal? They are a mammal. They breathe.
Yeah, but it's a
yeah, it
little
could fall
bit
under that. Yeah.
different, but they are though, I guess too.
So I feel like they're
A zoo
already
is different
represented.
than
I was
a
thinking of them when you said that the
aquarium.
first time. I feel like they're
Okay.
already represented.
Zoo, aquarium, they're different, aren't they?
Some people would argue that the dolphins at SeaWorld are more tortured than regular zoo animals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in an aquarium,
Yeah,
like when they
I
need
suppose some
that
people
space.
would.
There's
Are they more tortured than carrots?
There's
I mean,
documented instances of dolphins trying to commit suicide because they're going insane because they're not allowed to swim as much as they normally would
And
out in the
whales as
ocean.
well too, right?
That's
Right.
how
There's
Flipper
whales as well.
died. That's how Flipper died, actually.
So should we keep the what do you call them, porpoises?
Yeah,
Should we
yep.
keep them in their own category or should we put them
Maybe
underneath?
we should put them in their own category. Actually, this isn't a gator fact, but that's actually how Flipper, the dolphin on the TV show,
Committed
that's-
suicide?
Yeah, he committed suicide. That's how he died.
Maybe we should take off zoo animals and replace it with
Yeah, because let's
purposes.
face it, when you're a zebra in the zoo, I mean, you get everything handed to you. What's so
We're
hard
gonna
about that?
We're gonna bypass trees and carrots and take off zoo animals.
Let's get rid of trees because that
No,
sounds really
cage-
hippie-ish.
Cage
That
pets.
sounds
maybe.
really libtard.
Nah,
If we keep
cage
trees
pets are
on there.
very. I gotta say, cage pets are tortured to be
Yeah.
confined. You're basically
I-
a prisoner.
I agree. Okay.
So we're
Let's get
basically
rid of
saying
trees.
anything in prison, like carrots.
Like carrots.
Carrots might be the worst because of everything else I listed earlier, but yeah, I would
Let's
have to
take
say
up carrots.
How about trees? Trees, I mean, they could grow other trees around them to block you from getting the trees. It's not.
Should we get rid of trees?
Let's get rid of trees. It sounds libtardish. I'm not gonna hug a tree.
Okay, I'm not
What
gonna hug a
carrots?
Cut
tree.
them down. We need them to survive. I need
All
them to
right.
build a house.
Carrots. We need them to.
I don't need carrots
Survive.
for anything. We don't have to kill the carrots.
If you
now,
just
do
eat
we?
meat all the time, then you're gonna
We
have
do have
problems.
to kill the deer. If we don't, they'll spread disease. They'll start inbreeding and stuff. But carrots don't inbreed. We gotta kill them carrots. Or we gotta not kill
gotta not
carrots.
kill
Oh
the
my
carrots.
gosh.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
I can't believe you said that.
Carrot activists around the world, I am sorry that
I think you're the one and only carrot activist in the world.
man.
I mean, you might have 2 more now, 3 more, but
More I think
I think in this room are the only carrot activists.
well cool. I started it. Just remember I'm the leader. All my followers that follow me as
well, you know, Rob,
leading carrot activists.
That's how all movement starts, as one person and a
One
simple
person.
idea.
Let's just go.
Right? And a cause.
Everybody, let's leave right
and then
now.
a cult that
Let's go to where
follows.
they
Right,
harvest
right.
carrots and let's block the road, not let them through.
That's the best way to get your point across.
It really is.
Yep.
So
I'm gonna start kneeling for the national anthem and be like, "It's for carrots."
I'm not disrespecting the soldiers. This is about carrots. This is about carrots.
I'm gonna stop and we gotta save them damn carrots for everybody.
That's so great.
Just a horrible death to be a carrot. If you did go to hell, I think you'd come back as a carrot.
Carrots and gout. That's what we should call this
Gout.
podcast. Carrots and gout.
Maybe carrots give you gout.
I tell you what.
Never
but
know.
I hope not.
I got
not, too.
we got 2 more on the list here. I'm gonna go with the next one, which is fish. Now I think fish are horribly tortured, more so than any kind of
You
hunted
think so?
animal.
They don't have no
Okay.
feeling either. By the way, I
They
did some
do.
research.
Oh,
You
yes,
did
they
not do the
certainly do.
research. You did not do research.
They certainly
Hey,
do.
look that up. Fish do not have feeling when the hook's in their mouth. They don't feel that.
So think about what we do to fish. Look at it from the fish's perspective. You're swimming around and you see a little piece of food, like, oh, that looks pretty good, and you go and you grab it, and all of a sudden, boom, some hook just jerks you right through your mouth, and you're in for the fight of your life.
Now, how
Getting
awesome
reeled
is that?
in.
You get to get into a fight.
And then you
For
get
your life.
You're fighting for your life,
That doesn't seem so bad to me.
and it could be like a 15, 20-minute fight where you got this goddamn hook just pulling you.
And then
And it
after
might
it's
not
over, they
even
let
be-
you go.
And it might not even be on your
And
lip.
that's even worse. You
Why
let
is that? Why is that worse?
Because now
you let them go.
it'd be more humane to kill that fish, because now you have a traumatized fish.
They don't have a memory.
Who's going to have PTSD triggered every time he sees a worm?
Well,
that is
how
terrible.
come I catch the same fish
Hold on,
over and
hold
over
on.
again?
Hold on.
I have some facts. All
All right, what do we got?
This is from ScienceDaily.com.
Okay.
Fish do not feel pain the way humans do, according to a team of neurobiologists, behavioral ecologists,
What do they know?
and fishery scientists. The researchers conclude that fish do not have the neurophysiological capacity for a conscious awareness of pain.
Okay,
hook-
so they're not tortured.
The hook of a fishing lure
Fish
is stuck
on,
in
everybody.
the upper jaw.
Yeah.
So there are a lot like your carrots.
So what? So these
except for Jared, that
Hold
the
on, hold on,
fish
hold on.
swim.
Let him finish.
Okay,
No, that
go
was
on.
it. That was
Okay,
it.
okay.
So these quote unquote experts say that fish don't feel.
Oh, these quote unquote experts also say that carrots don't feel.
Exactly.
The carrots feel. It's still worse to be a carrot. You know why? Because the fish can choose not to grab that food and it can swim away. The carrot is still stuck in
It's
that
dumb enough
garden.
not to even feel though. It's so dumb it can't even feel things. I guess.
Exactly. So I don't even feel like they're being tortured. I mean,
Yeah,
they
I
could
don't
they
know,
could
that-
escape if they want to. It's not our fault that they bite the hook. It's not like I'm
So
out there
fish can't
forcing
even
them to bite the
feel.
hook. I just put it out there. They grab it. They're just stupid. I mean, how's that being tortured? Being dumb.
Okay. Well, the fact that our producer let us know that they cannot actually feel pain, that does add. I mean, you can't be tortured if you can't feel pain, right?
Can carrots feel
But
pain?
but we do put them in like little buckets once we catch them. And can they be mentally tortured?
no,
Yeah,
he
can-
just said that they can't have a conscious about what's going on.
So they just are just
They're just-
mindless drones that are just.
But
Why do they
they're
freak
free
out then? Why do they start to freak out?
because Who knows? Who cares? It's a fish.
It's a carrot. Who cares? What are you
But
talking
the
about?
carrot is put in an environment where it cannot. The fish can get away. Let's just be honest here. Anything that has a chance to escape has a chance to escape, whereas a carrot
Alright,
cannot
okay.
escape.
Okay.
Just like a tree
Alright.
can't escape.
You got me. You
Just
got
like a
me
dolphin
on this carrot
and
deal.
dolphin stuck inside a tank. It can't. Like a bear in a zoo can escape, climb over the thing, and probably maybe get away. He has one shot at it.
All
He's
right.
gonna get shot like Harambe. But a dolphin, if he
R.I.P..
escapes, he's dead.
Okay. I'll say fish doesn't deserve to go on the list.
Yeah, fish.
And I thought
fish-
that was going to be my George Washington, to be honest with you.
really.
Yeah, but
But since they
if
can't
they can't feel, they can't. I mean,
They can't
Yeah.
feel.
If they,
and,
but you got to
and
admit
they can
this.
make a choice.
You've got to admit this. If they could feel, what we do to them is pretty terrible.
Yeah. I bet you if fish screamed, people would stop fishing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I guarantee it.
You caught them and
Guarantee.
you
it.
pulled them in, and all of a sudden fish are going, oh!
Oh my God! Please, no!
Especially if they spoke English.
Please don't do this to me.
If they spoke English, like, hey man, come on, man, don't kill me. I got kids. I got kids. I bet
Goddamn
people would
smallmouth
stop
bass.
fishing. Smallmouth bass is like saying,
man.
like, oh, please don't kill me.
I got a whole school of kids back there, man. Yeah, people would definitely their heart would get tugged on, and they'd say, "Oh yeah, I can't do that."
I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, I can't ever catch one of them again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna just go out there. And kill
But since
them.
they don't do that, and I just see it as some dumb thing of like, we look in their eyes, and you're like, God, this thing is stupid. Let's eat it.
But see, I think that's the difference, though, because a lot of people will say that about fish, but then they will not say that about
A carrot.
not carrots, but about like mammals, like deer, and lions. Like,
because
oh,
they scream when you
that's-
shoot them or something.
do they?
They make noises. Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, deer, dude. They're like, and then you want to shoot them again because they sound like an asshole. But you know,
Never heard a deer ever sound like that, but
yes, they do. That's the noise they make. They're like,
That is
that.
true. It is kind of like that. I fought
There
many
you go.
bobcats. Trust me, I took them down.
bobcats
one,
are-
one
You've
after
never
another.
fought a bobcat because you would have scars to prove it.
I am the world's only expert on how to fight bobcats with your
Yeah.
bare hands. I know how to do
Not
this.
even,
I've
Trust me, I know
that's
exactly
not
how to do it.
true.
I've done it many
I've
times.
seen Rocky do it actually.
See, there you go. Coyotes,
there.
I can take them down too. Easy.
Coyotes
it's no
are
big
nothing.
deal.
Coyotes are like a football. Just
We're
punt
out
'em across
camping.
the yard.
We're out camping at Rob's. They're like, oh, I hear coyotes. Bring them on. Bring them
Yeah,
on.
bring them on.
Dude,
I'll
bobcat
shoot
will
'em.
Fuck you up.
Oh yeah.
No, they won't.
it-
They'll
Tell,
shoot them.
it
tell
won't
that to the
kill
many
you.
bobcats that I took down single-handedly.
That's
Yeah,
not,
yeah, he's got 'em stuffed
that
on his
is
wall.
now what we call a Rocky fact.
Yeah, call it what you want. It's true.
It's not
It's
true.
true.
I got a witness right over here.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, now you're both okay. That's not a very good witness.
I got another witness out in the other room.
He was trained by this witness.
Call it what you want, man. You can't deny the facts.
So, do we have to rank these things now?
We got one more.
One
Oh,
more.
one more. All right.
Yeah, we got one more, and
This is
it
mine.
is it? Well, yeah, we can say it's Jared's, but human beings themselves.
Yeah. You know what? I was thinking about that myself, and I agree. That
Yeah.
one should be on the list.
Humans, dude. We
I mean, I
torture
say
each
we
other.
torture each other more than we torture anything
Mentally-
else on the planet.
Think about
Even more than carrots.
even like this. We go online and we purposely make people very angry. Like we are torturing them. in a way.
Mentally torturing
Mentally.
them.
Like just
Yeah.
us three.
Trying
we
to
torture them.
trying to cause some mental anguish.
Trying
Yeah,
to get them
and that-
tapping into their
And that's on a
temporary
little
emotions.
level, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just a little level thing. Now think about what else we do.
Yeah,
Well,
think about when they're trying to get somebody to talk on Rambo, like talk. You know, they start stabbing them and stuff.
Hanging from the ceiling by their wrists until they
they're
start
like, start
spewing
beating 'em.
information.
Yep.
Who's the one on your side? Tell me now.
He's bad.
So what do you think? Should we put humans on there?
Who do we take
Yeah.
off though?
Well, here's our options. We've got zoo animals.
Yeah,
We've
they
got,
can go off because I just realized that a gorilla can get out and escape. Maybe.
That's never happened though. unless you watch.
Actually,
Except on
many
naked-
instances,
It has,
a
yeah.
tiger has escaped and then killed people in the zoo.
The only time it's ever happened is on the movie Naked Gun. It's the only time I've ever seen
So
it
it did happen though.
in a movie.
In a movie.
Yeah,
But
so it did happen.
It's still kind of happening.
It happened in the movie.
Naked Gun's a good movie too.
yes. so it
That's
happened.
the best national anthem version. We should have played that one today. You ever seen Naked Gun's national anthem?
I
Yeah.
probably have.
Oh,
I-
God, so
I can't
funny.
even
So
think of it,
funny.
though.
But you couldn't get away with that now with all the
Oh yeah, people
Yeah.
will be upset. I can't believe Naked Gun put that in there. Ain't no joke. That's our national anthem. What is wrong with you?
That was really funny though back in the day.
It was funny. Nordberg.
Nordberg. Oh yeah,
Nordberg.
OJ was in that movie, wasn't he?
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about him in a little bit after this.
Because OJ is free. He's a
He's
free
a
man.
Free
Does
man.
anybody know what he's up to? Like,
Collecting that NFL
haven't-
pension.
He's in
Look.
Florida. He wants to live in Florida. Supposedly he's down there.
doing what? Like, just tearing shit
Chilling.
up?
He gets $25,000 a month for his
man.
NFL pension that they can't touch. Like the Goldmans can't touch that money.
The
So happy
Goldmans.
about that?
The Goldmans are dead, aren't they? The originals.
The parents?
parents, yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're still alive.
So if they're still alive, but they have a soft spot here because their grandchildren are OJ's kids, and he has to stay with his kids. So they actually, now that they're 18, they partially get some of his money. Even in the lawsuit, they get staked claim on the money because it's their mom that was killed, and he's living with
Oh,
her
so
daughter.
He could get money back.
So
I think-
basically, he's getting his money through his kids.
I
He
think
might. We don't know that.
I think
It's
the
Gator
gold-
fact.
This is somewhat of a Gator fact,
I
but
think-
probably true.
I think you're wrong because I'm pretty sure the Goldmans took him to civil court for wrongful death, and the Goldmans are not in any way related to OJ or OJ's dead wife.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because that's the parents of the guy that she was hanging out with.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha.
Okay. Okay.
So they owe
The
that
waiter-
family $65 million.
But they can't touch his NFL pension.
Right, so he's going to be comfortable no matter what.
25,000 a
good.
week?
A month.
A month?
Yeah.
Still,
Month.
that's
That's
great.
still great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
For somebody getting out of prison, he's been stuck in prison.
He
Yeah,
was
he-
stuck in prison, and he had a good life there, though.
He did. Yeah, he did. He was
had it
kind of the
made.
man. He was able to put "Do Not Disturb" on his cell. That's what somebody said. They were like, he
Yeah.
was the only person they did roll call in the morning that would just come out, stick a sign on there, "Not today, don't disturb," and he'd go back
He's
to
the
bed.
man.
While everyone else was standing out there, he'd go, "My number's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9," and he's like in there,
Yeah.
"You know who I am, OJ." Going back to bed.
You know damn well who I am.
He said he wanted two things upon getting out of prison. He said he wants to eat a good steak and get an iPhone. He wants to get up to date with technology. Because think about it, he was in jail 9 years ago. Technology's moved a long way since then.
Yeah,
and,
think
that's-
about
and
that.
once he
He
gets
didn't
this
have
iPhone, I want to know when OJ gets a Twitter account.
Oh,
I want to
that'd be
follow that
awesome.
dude. I'm
Hell
following
yeah.
Me
OJ.
too. I
You
want
kidding
OJ
me?
to come on the
Time.
show. OJ, I don't have the $5 million you requested. Did you see that where the guy ran up to the car and they're like, "OJ, how do you feel about getting out of prison?" He's like, $5 million. That's all he said. Like, get an interview with me.
I
Like, he
wanna-
just came right out, $5 million, and he'll do an interview.
I want to see if his first interview. I would watch that for
Absolutely.
I
I
would
will
love that.
stop everything I'm doing to watch OJ Simpson interview. I've watched
We-
this much so far.
We stopped everything to watch his parole hearing.
yeah.
Everything. We watched that in its entirety.
Tons of people
Yeah,
did.
it was great.
It was on like every channel.
I seen like bits and pieces.
And he did horrible.
He did terrible. I thought he was going to get denied. I thought he was going to get denied.
That's so
was bad.
too. They go, "What were you thinking?" And he just goes, "Let me tell you something. That was my stuff. That's what I was thinking." It was awesome.
And the state of California said it was my stuff.
Yeah, they go, "What were you thinking by doing something so stupid?" He's like, "First off, I didn't have a gun. Second
wasn't
off, that was my
stupid.
stuff." He's
I
going,
did it, and
It was
I
awesome.
don't feel bad one bit.
Yeah, he's the man.
It was awesome. They let him go.
His saga continues. The OJ story continues. I love it.
I hope he breaks parole and gets in trouble again. That'd be so awesome. It'd just be more drama.
All right, back to the Rushmore. Humans going on, yay or nay?
Yes.
Yes.
Check it
Okay,
out.
so let me give you our options, and don't chime in until I get through them all.
Okay.
We got zoo animals, farm animals,
Farm-
carrots, whales and dolphins, and caged pets. What do you guys think?
Let's get rid of them zoo animals.
You think? What do you think?
All right.
You want to keep carrots on there, do you?
No, I don't. But
Come on, I'm
I
gonna
don't
fight
want.
for these
I don't want
carrots.
to talk about it for the next half hour.
It's
though.
funny. It's funny.
It is funny. I'll give you that.
funny.
It's
Come
funny.
on, carrots.
Because they can't run away. Blah blah blah. I understand.
They can't run away. Blah blah blah. He understands.
Carrots seem really like vegetarian, like loving. Well, no,
Are you?
anti-vegetarian.
Yeah, I'm anti-vegetarian. I love my carrots, and I hate it when I hear somebody eating
seems
carrots.
very
Like my
hippie-ish,
girlfriend,
though.
she's a
Very hippie.
vegetarian, and I watch her eat carrots, and every time she eats a carrot, a tear comes to my eye because I
shed
know
a
what that
tear?
carrot went through.
All right, zoo animals are gone.
Zoo animals are gone. They're
Here
just
we go.
fine. There's
You-
nothing wrong
you have
with
convinced
zoo
me.
animals.
You continue to convince
Think
me on
about it.
this.
I want to be a lion. Throw me a steak. I'm just gonna sit here on my ass while everyone gives me praise. Look at Robert. Look at Robert. Yeah, look at me. Now give me my steak. Throw me a ball. I
This
want to
isn't
play.
Madagascar, you know. Like this is not what's happening.
Well, that's how I understand zoo animals is from
Alex isn't up there
Madagascar.
just cheering, you know. All the
Exactly.
way.
I wish I was a zoo animal.
It's time to rank them. We got to rank them now. Who's the
Okay.
George Washington?
I think humans, because we're the ones who can think the most. We know what's happening. We
Yeah,
understand this.
I have to give it to humans.
So humans are more tortured by humans than all these other
I think
I think
Categories.
so, absolutely.
I
more
mean,
than
we have-
carrots, more than your carrots, Rob.
I don't know, but
We
I'll
have
have to
mass
give.
murdered how many?
How many carrots have we committed genocide?
Yeah, but they don't know what the fuck's going on. They have no clue what's going on.
it's like the Holocaust for a carrot.
But
Every
we
fall.
keep on growing them. We keep on reproducing them.
yeah, just like they
So we
did with
can't
the
get rid of
Jews. It's like the Nazis did with the
They
Jews
didn't
and
breed
stuff.
them. They didn't breed Jews.
Well, then let's just put that. Look what we did to the Jewish people. The Nazis did to the Jewish people. That's horrible. Put them up top. I gotta say
Humans.
humans are horrible.
So
Yeah,
humans are the
yeah.
worst.
Yeah, humans
worst
are
by
The
far, man.
most tortured by other humans are
I
humans.
have a good time
Absolutely.
making people mad on Facebook. Like I get a lot of enjoyment, and they get mad.
That's
I
torture.
laugh.
That's kinda
That's
torture.
torturing, and I love it.
Okay. You consider trolling the internet a form of torture?
Yeah, kind of in a way. Like people get pissed. Like people like say like us, it
Well,
ruins their
they
day.
torture themselves, but it's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
torture.
yeah, you're right.
They're
They-
still human and they're torturing
And
themselves.
they're torturing
Idiots.
themselves because they should not care. They should not even care one
Well, it's
bit.
just like
they do.
somebody who smokes a lot of meth. You know, they're torturing themselves too.
But they love it.
They love it. They feel good.
Okay, I guess I'll have to go with what you guys say. Humans is the George Washington.
You don't think so?
Absolutely.
Who do you think?
I thought it'd be more of a debate, but you guys were just like all in on the humans. So
I'm all in on
I'll
that.
go all
I'm
in
all
with
in
you.
on humans
This
are the
one's
most
gonna
tortured
be-
by humans.
A big debate.
What the next
Second,
one? The next
yeah.
one we got
Second.
farm animals, carrots, whales, and dolphins, or caged pets.
Carrots.
He just goes straight to the carrots. The carrots. Yeah, put them in there.
Okay, let me just quickly run through the list. Can't run away. When they get pulled out of the ground, they're deprived of their nutrients. They start to dry out and dehydrate. They're put in the refrigerator. They're forced to live longer, and then we chomp into them and chew them until they die.
And I'll give you the exact same argument you guys gave for me against the fish. They can't feel.
Yep, they can't
but
feel.
they
It's
can run
big.
away. Carrots can't run away.
But they can't feel, so they can't be
Whales?
tortured.
Whales hate
Do I have a
lives
mic to
they-
drop? Carrots can't run away.
Whales kill themselves. And dolphins, and they
That's
kill
a
themselves.
choice. That's a choice.
Yeah, because the
Carrots
torture's
can't
so
even
bad.
kill themselves.
They can't run away.
Carrots can't even kill themselves. They have no arms to kill themselves. There's no way a carrot can kill itself. I mean, it sucks way worse to die as a carrot than it does to die as a
Carrots,
dolphin.
carrots
man.
don't feel, just like the fish. The carrots
Yeah, but
don't
they
feel.
can't kill themselves. They can't run away, and they get dehydrated. Think about when you're dehydrated.
They don't
Man.
feel. They don't feel that.
How do we know?
don't
Hey,
feel it.
hey, producer.
No, he's not
I'm
gonna
pretty
look at
sure.
that.
I'm
Come
pretty
on.
sure carrots
Come
have
on.
feelings.
You're making them look up a lot of dumb stuff here.
I think I heard
Come on.
somewhere. I think I
wrong,
heard
though.
somewhere
He
that
proved
carrots have feelings, like they do feel.
Carrots like themselves. So you
Yeah, I heard that somewhere too, and it was in this room just now. The only time I've ever heard it, and the only time I ever will hear it.
I actually think I heard that carrots can feel pain.
No, that's a
Can
lie.
carrots feel pain? That's what I
You're
wanna
really
know.
gonna give him this. You're
Yes.
gonna look,
I
it's
just
so
want to
obvious.
verify.
We got nothing. I bet you we
I
got
bet
nothing.
you-
By the
bet
way,
you
that
they-
was the #1 thing that popped up on Google.
Are
just
you
now.
kidding me?
When I
Yeah.
put "Can carrots feel?"
And then boom,
Boom.
pain.
What?
They can feel
people
pain.
people are actually talking about this.
No, it's listening.
Shows that
to us.
plants feel pain. Oh my goodness. Them vegetarians are evil. I
do
told
we
you,
got here?
vegetarians are
Numbers.
evil.
That plants feel
A
pain.
number of studies have shown that plants feel pain, and vegetables are picked and often eaten while still alive. Animal rights activists are often in the news, but has anyone ever protested
This
for
is a
vegetable
fake thing.
rights?
This is
a
great.
fake- this
That's
is fake,
from
man.
The Guardian. That's from the Guardian. I don't
That's,
believe anything
that's
they
top,
say.
That's top-rated news.
Oh yeah, that's fake news.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
fake
fake
news.
news.
No, that ain't
Come on.
CNN, doesn't say CNN or Fox. It's, it's not.
President Trump would call that fake news.
No, he wouldn't.
Guaranteed.
No, he wouldn't.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, yeah.
They are fake news.
Well,
What up?
there's studies have been done that carrots feel pain.
Yeah. What? Dude, no.
I
no,
bet you there's
no,
another-
No. Nice try,
But
vegans.
science,
Plants
how
can't
stuff
actually hear.
works. Here we go.
Okay, science, how stuff works. Here we go. We'll trust them. Or Wikipedia if we can find Wikipedia.
This is from Science, How Stuff Works. Few moments evoke a sense of humor, like catching a whiff of freshly cut grass. For many people, it's a pleasant sign that warmer temperatures are here and to stay. For the grass, however, this scent signals an entirely
We're gonna have to put
different
grass
story.
back on the
The
list.
smell we associate with freshly cut grass is actually a chemical distress call, one used by plants to beg nearby critters to save them from attack. Usually it's an affront by insects, but in this case, it's a lawnmower blade. After all, when danger strikes, whether it's landscaping equipment or a hungry caterpillar, Plants can't lift their roots and run. They must fight.
Oh
where
my
they are.
gosh. We need to get grass back on the list.
Yeah, grass.
Oh
man.
my
Oh my
gosh.
God. How did we take grass off?
I say we take grass is now I think grass is now George Washington.
Yeah, I think we take humans off.
See
we
you
can At
later.
least run away.
Humans are gone. Hello, bye humans.
Hey,
Hello,
goodbye,
grass.
humans. At least they can run away.
Yeah.
They can fight back and shoot people with guns. They don't have to sit there and get tortured.
My mind is blown right now. I did not know this
it's
stuff.
grass
Trees.
and
We need
plants.
trees back on.
Trees are back.
Trees have to
Are
be back
trees
on.
black, or is that too libtard?
Oh, we about to be
for
straight
this
hip.
podcast?
You're talking about grass.
Grass.
That's
Trees.
straight libtard.
Okay,
This
Right?
is straight libtard,
you
man.
got Jared Demon Eyes over
This is
here about this.
libtard
Okay,
if
bring
you
the trees
ask
back.
for it.
Get rid of the dolphins.
All right, see you, dolphins. Trees are
Stupid
back.
fish, anyways.
You can
It's
run.
just another fish.
You could. Well, it's actually a mammal, but
I don't care. It's a fish to me. It's got a fish tail. It swims like a fish. It's a fish with a freaking hole on
I
top
mean,
of its head.
while we're on the topic, I mean, should we get rid of farm animals and put farm animals and put onions on the list?
Absolutely.
no.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
carrots is vegetables. He said carrots are vegetables.
This is great.
Yeah,
Fruit on
onions.
there.
Vegetarian-
Add fruit at
And
least.
then should we also put sweet potatoes?
Can we just hashtag vegetarians are evil? Evil people?
I suppose we could. I mean,
think we
Hold on.
should.
If we're doing this, take off onions, put like fruit or like apple.
Why?
No,
Apple? No, we already said they do the
Oh,
whole.
yeah,
they
yeah.
shake off their apples like fleas.
yeah,
Like,
the
ugh.
trees don't like the apple. They're a nuisance.
They're
you
actually
know?
the most pampered
Right?
creature on the planet. Is an apple tree.
And should we get rid of caged pets and put potatoes on there?
Absolutely.
All right, here we go.
Let's just fill this
Potatoes.
whole thing. I mean, let's tell the
this
truth
is
here.
where it does.
Vegetarians are evil, and
Okay, so now our new list. Now let's decide who's our George Washington. Our new list is grass, onions, carrots, trees, and potatoes.
this is probably the greatest list I've ever.
I'm going with grass based on that description
Yeah,
that we
grass
just got.
is bad.
Grass-
That's horrible.
Grass is the George
It
Washington.
makes me feel good that I fumbled through many reasons earlier in the podcast why grass should be on there as a tortured animal by humans, a tortured life form. by
Interesting
humans.
fact: since we just switched everything to foods and trees and stuff, we're down to 2 viewers.
They're like, case closed. That's awesome.
They're
No,
like, yeah,
they're like, these people are nuts.
they're making too much sense. I can't watch this.
Yeah, screw saving the deer. Save the frickin' carrots.
I'm eating chips.
Everybody's whining about, oh, trophy hunted a deer.
You're eating shit. Look at him. He's eating chips made from potatoes.
Yeah,
look at
look
this
at
guy.
that. Look at
Look at
that.
this guy.
After this,
Torture. You torture.
torturing them.
100% full grain.
My golly, I tell you what.
Chips are evil, and eat meat and kill things for fun, because that is what you should probably do.
So after grass, are we
It's-
going onions, carrots? Probably carrots, right?
Probably carrots.
Carrots, okay. So carrots is next.
Then trees,
Then trees.
Then we'll go trees, okay.
Then onions.
onions,
Then onions.
then potatoes.
And then our chief crazy horse honorable mention will be potatoes. All right, so let's go ahead and make this official. Let's see here. Our Mount Rushmore for most tortured life forms by humans. Our George Washington is grass, followed by carrots, trees, onions, and our chief crazy horse honorable mention is potatoes. It is official.
Boom. I like it. Mic drop.
Gator had a picture today. Let me tell you something.
We had to make up for that flat Earth argument last time.
This was Gator's episode.
This
He
is great.
you
I've
shown
probably
through.
watched this 100 times. I'm so happy about it.
Watch this be like our biggest episode.
I'm so
ever.
happy that we've basically exposed vegetarians as being evil people.
Well,
I love it. I love it.
We educated our viewers
Hippies
today.
are evil.
We educated ourselves and our viewers. We had no idea coming in here that carrots and grass actually feel pain and give off distress
For the record,
signals.
don't
I
think
did.
it's a fact
I
yet.
did.
Okay, for the record, Rob did.
I don't
I
think it's
did.
a fact yet. Hold on.
Science,
website.
science, how it works. I mean, that's a credible website.
that's just
Is
how
it?
stuff
I don't
works.
even know what it is. Like, are you guys like joking, or is that like a good site?
That's a great site. It's science,
It's
dude.
science.
Is it?
It's fact.
Is that a good site or no? Like,
Yeah,
honestly.
that's
How many
not
times
fake
do you want
news.
us to tell you?
Does
Yes,
it say
it's a
CNN?
great site.
Does
The
it say
best-
Fox News?
Yeah.
It's like a legit
It is not
site.
fake news.
I don't know if
That's
you're
real
trying to
stuff.
like troll me, but
Haven't you
okay.
listened to our president? Haven't you listened to our wonderful president?
No,
He
I
says
don't.
that other stuff is fake news, like CNN and
But
ABC.
not how it works.
Yeah, how it works
Science.
is just totally. That's
That's
right on. That's
that's
how
facts.
it goes.
It quoted all kinds of studies. I tell you. I mean, come on. we can go analyze those later on if you want to, I suppose. But I look at grass and I have a garden in my backyard. I think I'm done with gardens. I'm done. I think that's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. What you're doing is evil.
Yeah, I mean tomatoes. Sure, I'll grow tomatoes. That's about
So
it.
you won't mow anymore either.
Man,
You gotta get a license.
Man.
If you mow, you gotta get a license. Well, maybe not a license, but you gotta get like.
A permit.
I got to look at my
Perfect for it,
life a
there you
lot
go.
differently now. Now that I
Yeah.
have this information, this is crazy.
I'm still gonna torture the grass because I don't really like tall grass. You end up getting snakes in your yard and all sorts
itchy
of
and
crap.
all types of stuff.
Yeah, so I feel bad for the grass, but I'm still gonna do it anyways. I didn't say I was gonna stop being bad.
We honor the
I'm gonna
grass.
kill the grass.
We honor the grass's sacrifice, though. We
I
honor
mean,
that.
another one I didn't even think about was, you know, when you have a garden, you have weeds growing in your garden, and people just go over and just go, "Boop."
It's true.
Man, gardens are
Yeah.
like a place of death.
Poor weeds.
Gardens like a death,
It's a
death
garden
hole.
of death. It's
It really is. It's just it's like Auschwitz. That's what a garden is. Auschwitz.
Every garden is like an Auschwitz. Is
Yeah,
what
it's
you're-
just its own
that's the
separate
quote. That's the
Auschwitz.
quote of the episode right there. Every garden is like an Auschwitz.
Yep.
Rob from the Band Wagon Podcast.
That's what I think. Man,
Jesus.
vegetarians are evil. I mean, that's what we've come up with.
Oh, what a
Basically,
fun time.
we've zeroed it down that my girlfriend is evil. Wow. Wow. Wow, Leah's evil. I did not know that.
why are you even with her now?
I don't know. Well, I don't have a
Child.
choice. She'll kill me.
She might eat you.
And she might give me child support. you don't have a choice. Once you have a baby, you're done.
Yep, you are connected.
Yep, you are
Yep,
connected
we're trying to
forever.
get Rocky to do that.
Well, we'll see what happens. I don't have a crystal ball, but I think it might happen
Brittany,
soon.
Brittany, if you're out there,
Well,
If you want to lock
it's
Rocky
about time for a
down,
baby.
just have a baby. His attitude will change real quick.
Yep.
Oh wait, a
yeah,
second, I want to make her mad.
just skip a few of those birth control pills, you know?
Yeah, it's
Let's
good.
throw. Let me-
You have him locked
He'll
down
be throwing his
so
coat down
fast.
over mud puddles. Look, I get her across this. Dump
Yeah,
me
well.
off to pay child support.
If I had to see a crystal ball, yeah, we don't want to pay that. That's not good.
Child support
No,
would suck.
I don't know. I've never had to pay child
Me neither,
support.
but I bet you it would suck.
I bet you it sucks.
Oh yeah.
Big time.
I see people whine about it on Facebook all the time, so I know it has to suck.
People, yeah, child support on Facebook.
child support only let me see my kids.
That would suck. Yes, indeed, it
that
would.
would
Be
suck.
careful who you put your thing in.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta say.
You know, use your brain.
Yep, use your brain.
The top one, and then there you
Yeah.
go.
Then you make better decisions.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes.
not like you're
Not
a carrot.
always.
You know, you're whining about that. Think of what it's like to be a blade of grass, dude.
It sucks.
You know,
So just pay your
I am
child
convinced
support.
it would suck.
Just pay your child
So-
support.
I'm a new man.
Are you gonna walk on grass anymore?
I really don't want to.
You know, the military had it figured out. You're not allowed to walk on the grass in the military bases. You have to walk on the sidewalks. And if you're
Oh,
caught
the-
on the grass,
so the United-
somebody higher ranking will be like,
United
get off the
Sta-
grass. Get off the grass. So what happens.
So
Save
the
the grass. Save the grass.
The United States military feels for grass. They know.
Indeed. Yeah,
That's awesome. But they still cut it though.
good point.
They
Very
cut
good
it.
point.
That's true.
That's
Yep.
fucked up.
Man,
Well-
that's too bad.
Well, that was a fun Rushmore. I got to admit, that's one of the funnest ones I can remember in a long time. That's
Yes,
a
it
good
was.
time.
It was a good one. Pretty crazy.
Rob, do we have any sponsors to thank today for bringing this entertaining podcast to our viewers?
Rick James Grass Growing Service. They'll actually put some kind of stuff on your grass to make sure that when it gets mowed, it doesn't feel as much kind of like a Novocaine for the grass. So the grass.
Oh, a numbing effect.
The main effect, yeah.
Numbing
I
effect,
also
okay.
want to sponsor Carrots Lives Matter.
Oh, CLM. Okay.
Yeah, they're going to actually do something where they block the roadways to make sure that the harvesters don't go and torture them poor carrots.
Are they also going to kneel at the national anthem to bring awareness to this issue?
Yeah, I think they already are.
They already are? Okay,
Yep.
great.
At their different events that they go to. I don't know what events Carrot Lives Matters to go to, but man,
It's a big deal.
it's a big deal.
It's a growing movement, we'll put it that way. A growing cause.
And also, I have Jerry Jeff's plug-in positioner. You know when you get them plug-in things that have like multiple plugins on them, but then you're like, I want to put my plug in there, but I'm on a podcast, I can't quite reach it.
Yeah, and you're live, and you
This
know
guy
you can't just get up.
pops out of nowhere, stays out of the view of the show, and he moves the little plug-in right towards you. It's
Nice.
Really, really great service.
Popped out of nowhere.
Well, thank you, Jerry Jeff, for sponsoring
Jerry
the
Jeff
podcast.
is a good guy.
Jerry Jeff, is that it? Is that all we got this week?
I think that's all we got.
Okay. Well, it looks like we are pretty much out of time. That's a full hour, so moved by pretty quickly.
We didn't get to
It
talk
did.
about the poop hoarder, but
No, we could talk about her maybe next time.
next time we'll bring up that poop
She's
hoarder.
nothing new. She's been out there for a long time.
Yeah,
so.
we all look her up on YouTube, poop hoarder.
Oh gosh, it'll blow your mind. It really
She's
will.
awesome.
Blow your mind.
And I wanted to make the argument that she's actually probably the most bacteria-resistant being on the planet.
Yeah.
You know.
So we should all.
You know what I mean? We were planning on doing that until we decided on this whole most tortured life
So we
forms
really
deal.
should
So-
start hoarding our feces.
And eating it.
Instead of killing our lawns, we should be grabbing our poop.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, all 7 of you. We really do appreciate it. Father of twins, Jared, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Until next time, enjoy your bragging rights. As always, my name is Rock,
I'm Rob.
And I'm Jared.
and we are out.
Dun dun dun.